Let's go.
Hello students, today we are going to learn about why some objects will float in the water. We know rock, iron nail, these things will sink in the water. And we know thermocol, cork, wood, like these objects will float in the water. Now to find out how these objects will float in the water. We know if I am going to drop the single stone into the water, it will sink into the water. That's why to float this rock in the water, I have taken a cap. Okay, this cap will increases the volume of this stone, as this stone won't sink into the water when I am going to drop this cap along with the stone. Now to measure the weight of this cap, I kept it on the weighing machine. You will observe the weighing machine's weight is showing on the reading, that is 10 grams. So 10 grams of object which I am going to drop on the water. We see how the cap will float in the water. First we set up the overflowing vessel. As it is releasing some more amount of water, I am removing all the water from the vent. Okay. First we set up the overflowing vessel, and then we need to measure the weight of the container. Weight of the container is 129. I am going to make it tare. Now I am going to place this container at the bottom of the overflowing vessel. Now let me observe what will happen if I am going to drop the cap into the water. Noticed that there is a rise in the water in the overflowing vessel, and this water which we collected through the container, which we kept under the vent of the overflowing vessel. As per Archimedes principle, we are going to measure the buoyant force. The buoyant force is equals to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. To measure the buoyant force acting on the cap, we are going to measure weight of the liquid displaced by the cap. Now you can able to see. Now we measure the weight of the liquid displaced by this cap. You can find the value as 13 grams. This shows the weight of the cap is in the downward direction is 10 grams, but weight upward direction is 13 grams. So the object is floating because of upward force is more than downward force. This is nothing but Archimedes principle. Based on Archimedes principle, we can able to make the substances to float. So based on Archimedes principle, we can make the ships, the designing ships and submarines can be designed based on this Archimedes principle. And with the help of this Archimedes principle, we can able to find the different substances density. Okay,